Initiate transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, puppet.
Hello, Governor. It's Saturday, 6:10 Central, 7:10 Eastern, 5:10 Mountain, and 4:10 Pacific. Welcome, everybody. I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
I missed you. Not really.
God, I hate you sometimes.
Yeah. It's me and T-Rad. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You are going to see a nut tap on air, and you're going to see a murder on air.
Yeah. With us tonight, we're bringing you another two-fer tonight.
Wait, two-fers? I love two-fers.
No, not that kind of two-fers.
Well, no, protein. Come on now.
What?
What? Continue.
Yeah. Ha! Gay. Anyway, we've got John Roxborough. They're going to kick off the show here in about 10 minutes with us. And then stick around later. We'll have the band Dyslalia coming on. They're going to be actually in the Battle of the Bands next weekend out at the Chesterfield.
Ooh.
So,
Did that get you almost there? Stick around.
Yeah.
Minnesota winters are
What?
brutal. It's tough.
What about the
It's a
Minnesota
little stale.
winners?
When Dad opens up
Wieners.
the window, it's the first thing he does.
Hey. Okay. Anyway, so I was gone last week. Thank you to Big and Tasty and Jordan. You guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Were you listening at the time, or did you listen after the fact?
I listened at the time.
Oh, awesome.
So I tuned in, and yeah, because remember I called because Steve called.
Well,
I called
I
right
mean,
after him.
sometimes, you may listen in for 10, 15 minutes.
I do. I don't listen to the whole thing
Oh, okay.
until after. But yeah, I tuned in a lot. So you guys did a great job. Thank you for holding down the ship.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So, how was your week?
Pretty good. Just worked a lot. I think I've worked every single day, training, stuff like that. So,
Training for what? You gonna be a cage fighter?
I wish. Thank you for
Are
the
you gonna be
compliment.
Nacho Libre?
No, with my job, we had to go through a different training on how to safely restrain individuals. So,
It's called duct tape and ether.
Well, I wish that was the case, but probably a lot of legal issues, duct taping somebody and just dousing them with ether. So
Okay.
now we know the good old military way. Fuck it, just duct tape it.
Yep. I went to the dentist this week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
don't bring that up. I have to go get checked for.
I had some work done. I had a great time, considering I got all numbed up, all four corners of my mouth.
No.
They started doing work. I still felt it. So then they numbed me up some more. Started doing work. I felt it. Then they gave me the gas.
So they numbed four corners of your mouth twice and then gassed you because you continued to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what work did you have done specifically? Just cavities or fill-ins or what?
Root canal. For some time, I've been suffering from migraines,
Mhm.
and I found the cause of it.
What?
It was a previous cavity that had been filled in. When I was gone for my 6-month hiatus,
Mhm.
I had a filling fall out, and it exposed the root. And so, with the root being exposed, it caused me severe migraines.
Ouch.
So
That
I got that all taken care of.
well that. Oh man, that just is sounds like a nightmare. And it kind of scares me because I have to go in and get some a consultation to get all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out, and that should be in the next week or so, just to get the consult. So
Yeah, and it wasn't, it sucked, but actually it's quite comical because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I think I had messaged it to you guys, but I'm like, can you imagine me doing a show all numbed up?
yeah,
like this?
I remember.
I'm like, "Ada." And then I was I actually in the middle of my appointment after the second numbing, they like waited 10 minutes to let it attempt to take effect. So with that being said, I had a guy from another local band here call me about setting up a date to come on the show. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to answer the phone. And so I'm like, hello? Hello? And so I had to call him back later and that. But, and it was interesting. I tried to drink some water afterwards. And I put it right in my mouth. And I thought I swallowed it. And then I looked down and it came right back out of my mouth down the front of my coat. And then, so that was the torture I went through this week.
Great. So now I know what I'm going to look forward to. Sweet.
Yep. Also, it's a sad week in the music world. What?
Hey, buddy, you're squashing me. Liquid won't remove
Apparently,
our
this is what we're
Oh,
sad about.
Yeah. No, it's a sad week in the music world. Zayn Malik from One Direction quit the band. Yeah.
I actually just heard that on my way over here.
Yeah. So he quit the band, and from most of you that know, I have a 13-year-old stepdaughter, and it happened during the day on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. So I pick her up, and she's crying, and I'm like, oh, what's wrong? She's like, Zayn left. And I'm like, I didn't cry this hard when Backstreet Boys broke up, but okay. So yeah. So looks like One Direction is going in 2 different directions. So,
Jesus. Spooked me there a little.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then also this week, we've got a new team member added to our show. His name's Taylor Grody. He is a local videographer, and he's going to be helping us, and also for all the bands listening. Seriously, check out his stuff. He shot Rev's Imbecile video and all the November 35th videos, and you'll see them on break and stuff like that. So he's actually now a part of the team, and local artists, if you guys want to get a music video done, get a hold of us and we'll put you guys in touch. So anyway, without any further ado, we've got the guys from John Roxborough. We've got Josh, Jacob, and Les. Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey. Last time we saw you all, it was down at the 6 Rounds of Rock.
Yes.
That was an exciting show. Very.
It was.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, was it the first time you guys played in like a venue?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Besides that, before that, we'd do some open mic stuff at the Chesterfield, but it was nothing too big, and that was really our first time,
An actual show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for coming on.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
No problem. Like I said earlier, I was really impressed down at the 6 Rounds of Rock. You guys actually killed it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That was the first time I've heard of you and listened, and yeah, I was blown away. And I was completely caught off guard that was your very first venue. Like, you guys played with absolute confidence and seemed like you're enjoying yourself, so you didn't let the pressure of your first big performance
Yeah.
get to you.
Yeah, it was it was tons of fun. I think, all of us, we were kind of blown away the kind of reaction that we got. We, just kind of, it's weird. We've been playing for about 2 years together, and it just, finally it's starting to get off the ground.
Yeah.
Real cool.
okay. My first question for you guys is, where did you guys come up with the name of John Roxborough?
It's mystery.
Yeah, that's a mystery one.
It's a mystery, huh?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people see it and they'll be like, "Oh, who's that guy?" And you guys are actually a group.
Yep. Surprise.
Surprise!
Well, and when I first heard of John Roxborough, it sounds like a 70s like ladies man or something. Like kind of just like like just walking down the street.
If you could get a personality for our music, that might be it.
Yeah, for real. That's
Like
very
a,
accurate.
like a 70s pimp.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
And polyester with bell bottoms and high top.
Yeah, just
Yep.
doesn't even care.
Thin porno stash.
Like and going out to like the local discos and shit. So
Damn.
wearing aviators.
you guys should
Probably got a
do your
cigar in his
shows
mouth
in
or
like
something.
70s fucking swag. I think that would look fucking phenomenal.
This
Well-
guy shops at Goodwill, so
That's
Six
true.
rounds of Pretty sure he
He's
does.
wearing this blue.
Has he got
Yeah.
$20 in his
He
pocket?
finds it Goodwill.
This
I
is
was wearing a
fucking
blue
awesome.
blazer I got at Goodwill at 6 Rounds of Rock, and like, yeah, I got it like a couple days before that because I was looking for something like just outrageous to wear while we were playing, and so I was just rooting around Goodwill, and I found that gem. So
Yeah.
Jacob's outfits need to be as outrageous as his hair.
I got this shirt at Goodwill actually. I'm not like.
Hey, don't diss it.
Yeah.
You find good little stuff
Some
that
good
people
stuff there.
hide in their closets for 20 years and throw away.
treasures.
Okay, so now we got that. How long does it take you to do your hair, Jake?
Actually, I'd say usually I say like no time at all. Like I usually just roll out of bed, but
That's kind of what I was thinking.
He rolls out of
after
bed and he stands in front of a fan for half an hour.
Just on high.
after rethinking that answer though, I actually do about like an hour of maintenance on it per week because like I've got dreadlocks, so I like to
Okay.
I have to like maintenance the tips of them and palm roll them and stuff. So about an hour per week, but the rest of the time I really just don't do anything. I just roll out of bed.
He means he just watches TV and plays with his hair at the same time.
Yeah. Tries to get us to do it. It's really weird.
It's true. If you ask last how many times I was like, "Hey, dude, feel my dreads," he would just be like,
I won't do it.
he won't do it either. Like, I don't know why. They're pretty cool. Like,
Wait, and a question I have is, do you guys all live together?
No.
Because just some of these conversations is like parallel to what I have with my roommates.
No,
Just
we
one of
do-
those.
We do hang out quite
yeah,
a bit.
like
you
a
know.
lot.
'Cause-
No.
It's just like one of those where it's just like you're just like, yeah, it'll be awesome. You'd be like, no, this is just weird. No, why?
Yeah, so, like, we've all known each other for quite a while. Like, me and Jacob went to elementary school
Yeah,
together.
that's true.
And then, we met Les when we got into middle school and high
Yeah,
school.
well,
and
me
stuff.
and Les were on the same baseball team as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Wow.
as kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all go back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know these guys at all.
Yeah, not at all.
No. I only
No, it
see
doesn't
them
seem like
2 hours a week.
Oh,
Actually, I
that's
see
awesome.
Brandon a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't call me anymore.
No. You refuse to have phone sex with me, so.
Well, no, you did call me last night, which I was passed the fuck out.
And you called me the night before when I was passed the fuck out.
Yeah, so apparently we were just too tired to see each other.
Yeah. It's alright. It's alright.
Well, funny story since you guys shared one about trying to touch his dreads or him getting you to touch his dreads. The first time I ever met
Oh,
Darin
fuck.
was, and this is going to be a throwback because on one of our earlier episodes when this thing first started going, before I was here, he tried to do a twerk session or like just nothing but twerking during the whole time. And this is when twerking was starting to get big.
That's how you get views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm at
banking off Miley Cyrus.
I'm at a social gathering at a friend's house, and all of a sudden a song comes on, and he's got like an old school rocker, just like the thing just beat the hell out of. I see him basically corner this girl, like push her down, like mount her, and just start thrusting so hard that the whole chair is just bouncing back to where she's like trying to catch herself. And he's just like, yeah. He's kind of looking around to see if people are getting tip money out. And I'm just like, and they're like, yeah, that's Darin Foster.
Just like
Yeah.
a 70s pimp.
Yeah.
I think I'd be good for you guys then.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
Keep
All right.
posted.
So, what are some of your guys' musical influences?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ice Cube.
We
Easy.
we all we all have similar, but they're each like different. I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a lot of a lot of older influences. Kind of a for me on keys, I kind of look at different organ players that have been in bands, like the organ that you hear with Santana or with Boston even, and then some playing from like Billy Joel and Elton John. Like I just kind of mix all that together and then fuse that with the influences that these guys have.
Yeah, and I listen to a lot of like Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I could definitely tell hearing you guys the 6 Rounds of Rock, you guys, have that Hendrix, that Stevie Ray Vaughan vibe. And so that's really cool because there's not, I don't think I've ever heard a local band with that type, that plays that style. And you could definitely tell in, the guitar and everything. So kudos.
Yeah,
You're
we're
up and
pretty
coming.
excited. Like, we talked about that even before the 6 Rounds of Rock, how we're kind of on the fringe, like away from all the different kind of local music that you hear around here.
Yeah.
We thought, that could go either direction. People could love it, or people could just be like, what's this?
Could be too far out for people
Yeah,
to
but
grasp.
Well,
seemed to
and-
land in the right area, I think.
And one thing we've seen with kind of the amount of people that we've had in bands is like, integrating, like you said, with the keys and trying to like merge it and get it in sync with what they're doing. And we've seen that, and you guys do it phenomenally.
Thank you.
And so it does work. I mean, yeah, like you were saying, it's either going to be a huge hit or it's just going to be total failure, and you do it well.
I don't know. What are your influences, Les?
Oh, I don't know. I like to listen to a lot of John Wayne the Pain. That's probably my favorite band right there. A lot of reggae rock.
That's true. John Wayne and the Pain is great.
All right.
They're pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I haven't heard a lot of them, but these guys have actually been to a few concerts, I think.
Yeah, we've seen him like 3 times. We met him before too.
Mhm.
They're like a reggae electronic group out
Jam
of
band,
Minneapolis.
kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're
They're-
from Sioux Falls.
They're from Minnesota.
They're from
Or
Minneapolis, I
Minnesota.
think.
Minneapolis, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of in our area.
Somewhat. I mean, they played at Sioux Falls, but
All right. So who does all the writing, I guess, or are you guys like a
It's-
collaborative?
Yeah, it's a collaborative thing. Like usually it starts out either me or Josh will come up with like a lead part, and then we'll like the next band practice we'll introduce it, and then like just kind of jam on it for a little bit and
Okay.
see like what the other one wants to do on top of it, and then Les is making beats for it and stuff. So
see what kind of
Making
changes
beats and
we
stuff.
want to put, like a little additions, what we don't like about it, and
yeah, we just kind of jam on it for a while. But yeah, it's definitely like collaborative. But like, usually it's like one person has like a lead idea and then the other one builds onto it. But it's like if you stripped one of the parts off, like it's definitely like an empty feeling.
Our
Yeah.
music's usually always like evolving. We're always adding stuff to it if it becomes too boring or
yeah,
bland.
we're very
kinda.
experimental.
Yeah.
Especially with when
So
we
like
get
a
the new
college
song, yeah.
student, and
Yes.
yeah, very
Exactly like
experimental.
A college student.
I'm a college
Very
student.
experimental.
Yeah, we're all college students.
okay.
There's a lot of options to choose from.
Yeah.
and you gotta know which one. You gotta know what you
Exactly.
like, what you don't like.
Okay.
Well, and that's one thing I think is interesting is like you said, just one person kind of starts it and then one person adds and just keeps going. And I think that's probably the most interesting way of like, or finding like really good like beats or music, because it's just like one little idea can keep it rolling.
Yeah, one thing I really like about our songwriting process, I guess, whenever I think of something and I'm thinking of a song, how it's gonna go, I take into consideration, like, oh, this would be a really cool spot for like a little drum fill area, or like this would be cool to have a guitar solo in here. So like, and I think Jacob and Lester feel in the same way. Like we really admire the other instruments in here, and we
Yeah,
want
that's
those
true.
all to be involved in some way.
I mean, like we have a lot of guitar solos throughout our music, but my favorites are when I get to listen to one of these guys do solos, because
Yeah.
I can just kind of chill back and just like watch what they can do. And it's just
Okay.
like really cool.
Mhm.
And also, he said like when we're writing songs, we'll think about like taking into consideration like, oh, this might be a cool part for a drum fill or whatever. Like sometimes I think of it almost like like a point guard in basketball,
Alright.
but like a songwriting point guard, and I'm assisting my bandmates out.
There you go.
Good thing
Nice,
this isn't basketball.
Analogy. So-
Ball is life for me. So that's
Ball
just how
is
I think of it.
Okay. So have you guys done any like traveling yet? And playing shows on the road?
No.
Okay.
Sioux City has been where it's at. The Chesterfield and the Conservatory of Music in Sioux City.
Okay.
I just went all the way to McDonald's in South Sioux a little bit ago, so
Man, that's a huge trek for
Yeah.
the people in our outside area who don't.
Oh,
know.
don't
Across the
worry. We
state
haven't.
borders
We
and-
haven't traveled with the show either. Eventually,
no.
eventually, someday we will.
No, we've been down to our sponsor, the Chesterfields, which
I
is
meant-
a little
I meant
bit.
out of our area. So
Yeah.
Slightly.
yeah, but you know, it's people can tune in worldwide. So
But yeah, we're really looking forward to like maybe, one day being able to go to Omaha or
Oh,
Sioux
definitely.
Falls or Des Moines or something,
Mhm.
and start expanding stuff like that.
oh yeah. So back to your writing. So do you guys believe that your musical influences influence what you guys do in your writing?
Oh, definitely. Like you said, like you can, like in the guitar playing, you can hear the influences that I
Okay.
have. Like just some of his organ stuff that he comes up with, and his influences definitely. I know Les said his influence was John Wayne the Pain, but
we just talked about John Bonham. I think was it yesterday?
yeah, we like I know that his favorites are like John Bonham and Mitch Mitchell, Keith Moon, guys like that.
Yeah.
So
a lot of some of my rhythmical stuff I'll do with the organ. If you compare it to the organ that you'll hear in Santana, there's a lot of syncopation and like offbeat stuff that I think is really cool, and I try to mimic that a little bit.
Okay.
So, a question I have you said about the 2 years that you guys have been playing either through the Chesterfields or the Conservatory of Music. What would be your best like experience with somebody who's like an admirer of your music, and what would be like the worst experience?
Drunk people can be good and bad.
true.
That's kind of what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But since it's also at the Conservatory of Music, I mean, there's a lot of youth or young people or even somebody my age or older trying to pick up on some music. And so, has there been any good experiences like through them and bad experiences like if you've done shows?
We really haven't had any bad experiences. Like you say, the conservatory is a great place to perform because they're very kid friendly. It's a place you can bring family if you got kids. You don't have to worry about that alcohol free whatever. So like it's great for all audiences. And then a place like the Chesterfield is a very well known place where you can get a more older mature audience.
Yep.
And, we really haven't had any bad experiences. Both places have treated us great, and I've gotten great recognition out of both of them. And
Yeah, both places are pretty positive. I can't really say I can think of a bad experience that we've had at either place.
Okay.
Well, and not necessarily like really terrible, like a really like overexcited fan who won't leave you alone, or
Stalkers.
Stalkers, or
Last show
anything
we
like that.
had.
there was one guy. We just played a show on the.
that was cool. I thought that was. Bad.
I didn't like that at all.
I thought it was all. Go
Well,
ahead. tell me.
let's hear it.
There's a guy who it started before we even went on to perform. Like he's coming up to the stage, and I could tell he's already had a few.
Yeah,
A few.
A few at
he
least.
was a little bit wobbly.
Yeah. But he came up and said that he read we had an article in the Weekender.
Yep.
He said that he read that and he thought it was just real cool to see some young kids who are doing what we're doing, and think that it's really important. And then once we actually got up to perform, he was up at the front of the stage,
That's
jamming,
true.
and yelling. Like,
He was getting down.
like right front and center, and I think he had like a 5-foot radius of space between anybody else.
Between
Yeah.
every song, he would talk to me. I was in the front of the stage that show. I was like, I don't have time for this at all.
You just
Yeah.
slowly just turn away.
Yeah, it's kind of like, man, like you're friendly, but you're kind of freaking me out a little bit here.
So he kind of had the kind of
I thought it was cool
To-
because he was like, on one of our songs, he would yell on the offbeat, so he was like a hype man. It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
What? What?
Or like there was a quiet part, and he was standing in front of me, and he'd be like, "Come on, rip it." And
I think- I think
hang on, man, come on.
I think I remember that because it was completely quiet, and then you just hear just one guy, yeah, just like right
Yeah.
between it.
Yeah, I don't know. At least he wasn't. Oh, he's a
Yeah, at
happy
least
guy.
he was stoked about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's better than some angry drunk guy. that
Oh,
would-
I'd hate to see someone angry at us for doing
Yeah.
what we do.
Or you just see like you're just trying to play, and you see some guy just throwing bows, and like.
Right.
Yeah, that's not what our music's about.
Yeah.
Quit it.
So what kind of genre would you guys, if you could pick I guess a word, to represent your music, what would you guys call it?
Does it have to be one word? Or?
As
No.
many words as
Yeah.
you want.
The
No.
closest, I think the closest any of us have come to a very like precise definition would be psychedelic blues rock.
Yeah, that's usually what I tell people.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to.
I think we need to keep a dictionary of like kinds of music that
Genres?
Yeah.
genres that we're hearing.
Because I know we've had Ghost Cat on, and they consider themselves adorable rock.
Adorable.
Yeah, adorable
That sounds
rock.
like something they would say.
And so, and one thing I've joked with Darin about is just like getting cats, like kittens, dressing them up, and when they're on like playing, just like put them on the stage and just let them wander.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be fantastic.
I should have brought my cat.
Yeah, it
So-
could be bring your cat concert.
All right.
Bring your
Bring
cat
your
to
own
a
cat.
concert.
Cats just
Well, you
Pissing
guys,
all
I see you brought some stuff. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Lots
We
of
Yeah.
brought
stuff.
more stuff than you could see
For
right
a
here.
three-piece band, we're pretty busy.
Yeah, actually, we've had bands perform before, but you guys are the first band that brought in your full drum set.
Yes.
So usually their drummer just brings in a snare, but kudos.
Les is
we
very
don't play
dedicated.
around.
Yeah.
You don't. You don't.
Can't
So
throw down with just
you
a
guys are
snare.
gonna perform a couple songs for us.
That's right.
I guess just tell us what you're playing, and I guess what an interpretation of the song, or something that goes along with it.
Well,
Do you want to press space on my laptop and press and hand me my drink?
okay. Jacob, you explain something real quick.
There we go. It's good.
All right. I'm sorry. What did you?
What?
like kind of like talk about the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you turned it off.
Oh no.
Come on.
There we go.
Yay!
All right.
I remember my first time on radio. So, you guys only have a Facebook page right now?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
I know no one can see it because Facebook kind of sucks like that.
Yeah.
but no Twitter or anything like that.
Okay. So if you like what you hear, go on over to facebook.com/John Roxborough, the band. We'll also post the links up later on this evening. So here's John Roxborough performing live.
All right. This next
Whoa.
song is it's called Astral Pass. It's kind of about an abstract idea. Oh, are we doing Higher Tides first? All right. Okay, never mind. We're gonna play Higher Tides. This one's I don't know. Just listen to it. You'll get it. Higher tides come rolling in to wash away these blues that happen on the beach for days. We're gonna try and fight for these higher tides, or else you toes. Got to learn to let it go. Don't try and fight all these higher tides, or else you might find sands have been for miles. Higher tides come rolling in to wash away all these blues that have been on the beach for days.
Awesome. You really got down over there on those drums.
Yeah, you did.
You
So-
gotta watch out for this guy. I mean, he sits in the
I
back.
try.
He does some interesting, cool shit.
He's just the quiet guy that just jams out on the drums.
Yeah, pretty much. This is how I speak.
So I really liked. I felt it. Like what you're saying, like between the drums and the keyboard, I felt that it was jiving pretty good. And when you were cutting out, like you said, and kind of sitting back and listen to those two, I could hear that. And then when he came in, that was really cool too. I think you guys had something good and special here because that was really different. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Thank you a lot. Yeah, so this next song, it's called Astral Pass. Yeah, I would explain this song, but it's like we don't have enough time for that. But so,
All right,
This
let's
next
do
one's
it.
Astral Pass. Got John Roxborough here.
Live on the Lock and Load show.
And I can look back, and I can look back, and with a smile on my face, and with my heart in the right place, just got to keep moving. I live to sing another day. It's time to go. It is my time to go. It's my time to go down the astral path. It's my time to go. It's my time to go. It's my time to go, but it's not the end. It's my time to go. It's my time to go, but it's not the end. It's time to go. It's my time to go. It's my time to go down the astral path.
Awesome job, guys. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. So, once again, you guys can go ahead, head on over to Facebook, find them, John Roxborough, the band. That's facebook.com/John Roxborough, the band. And then also on April 24th, you guys will be down at the Hidden City Talent, playing that show down there at the Chesterfield.
We
Which
got
is
a
our
few more
sponsor.
shows too.
Yeah, what else do you guys have coming up?
This is the 25th. 25th at the Conservatory, and the 17th we're opening for Hector Anchondo at the Chesterfield.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So
That's what we got, and the one on the 24th too. So, yeah, come check us out.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna head to a quick break. We'll be back with Dyslalia, and thanks again, guys, for coming
you.
on.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So, you're listening to Lock and Load Show on lockandloadshow.com. Welcome back, everybody. You just heard a bunch of local music. We took, a little bit of extended break, as you could see now. All the equipment and the instruments are gone.
Takes a little bit to get it taken care of.
Yep. So remember, that was John Roxborough that we just had on. Go check them out. That's facebook.com/John Roxborough the band. So now we have Dyslalia. Did I say that right?
Close enough.
Close enough. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic. So
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Well, you may have a speech impediment.
yeah, something like that. I was dropped on my head numerous times.
I was going to suggest that, but I thought it'd be mean. So I'm glad the guest brought it up.
Well, okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, I played hockey and football and had multiple concussions growing up. So, yep, and I'm a little slow. So
It's okay. We still love you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So we've got Luke, Mike, Alex, and Corey here. Hi, guys.
What's going on?
How's it going?
Well, it's going. Thank you guys for coming on. A
you for
little
having
bit
us.
short notice, but we love doing the 2-band shows.
I think
So-
you love doing.
Yeah, it's we get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, all crammed into 2 hours. So
Like you said, it's a twofer.
it's a twofer. So, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
If you're, yeah.
Have you guys heard the show before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. So, we'll just do your regular interview. So relax. First of all, where does the name come from?
It's kind of a condition. It's or if you have trouble pronouncing words, you might not be able to pronounce Dyslalia. So that's pretty much what it is when people have trouble speaking.
The inability to articulate comprehensible speech.
There you go.
So
You can
that's
sense the irony
Yes.
in this.
yeah. Wow. Especially when associated with the use of private words or sounds. So
Yep. So it kind of works.
Now we
Okay.
know more.
I thank my girlfriend who's in nursing school.
Yeah.
So-
It's kind of her idea. She came up with it. It sounded good. Looked it up. We couldn't figure out how to pronounce it when we saw what it meant. That's perfect, is what we thought. So.
yeah.
And nobody can pronounce it.
No, it was Amy. All right.
Okay. So what would you guys consider your genre as?
A lot of different things.
A lot of different
a lot
things.
of different things. When people ask me, I just kind of go with experimental rock.
Experimental rock. Okay.
We're primarily a cover band, though.
Okay.
We do a lot
At-
more
at the
covers right
moment.
now. Yeah, we're still writing for an album, but we've only got a
Done
few
a-
songs down.
Recorded 2 songs already of originals. Worked up 2 more for the upcoming Battle of the Bands here in Sioux City at the Chesterfield.
That's our next show next Saturday, 7:00 at the Chesterfield.
Friday, Saturday.
No, it's
It's
a Saturday.
Saturday.
Corey.
Saturday.
Get my days mixed up, man.
You still got a week. Figure it out.
So I guess what are some of your guys' musical influences?
You want to go with?
Incubus, myself, Foo Fighters, that kind of thing.
Okay.
9 Inch Nails, Tool, some harder stuff, some lighter stuff. My influences have started to change over the years, I guess. I'm lightening up a bit.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of heavier stuff like metal.
Mm.
So
Like Rage?
Rage Against the
Rage, oh, yeah.
Machine.
Yeah.
By everything from like Judas Priest to Hatebreed.
Okay.
Everything, so.
Yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of metal and other types of alternative rock mostly.
Okay.
But as far as playing, I think when I started playing, most of the teachers that I had were blues based, so I ended up listening to a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, stuff like that early on. But definitely that's not the only where I sit.
All right.
I've kind of been all around the spectrum. High school, I was kind of the Metallica kid, all about that. But once college hit, I hit a lot of progressive rock bands, Dream Theater, Symphony X, Spock's Beard. A lot of bands probably not a lot of people have heard of. Even going all the way to Frank Zappa, and he's kind of all over the spectrum of different genres. But yeah, all about the
Variety.
It's all about that bass.
Definitely variety.
It's always good to have good variety in your musical taste, in my opinion.
So
You can't just stick with the same thing all the time.
What's that? Pick it up.
So you guys feel that your personal music influences also, I guess, contribute to what you guys your original songs when comes into play when writing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a yes and no for me. I mean it's all kind of depending on what us as a group is doing. If we're doing something that feels funky, we're not going to throw in our Metallica influences on it because it won't mesh.
I might try to.
You
but
never know.
Well, and that's a question I have. You guys said that mainly right now you're just doing covers, just kind of getting time and just kind of feeling out. And you've done 2 songs for your album so far. You said. Yep. So kind of let us know like how the writing or the song process goes. Like how do you guys start? And then how do you continue it?
Man, I'll tell you, it changes every time we write a song. That's for sure. Sometimes somebody will come to the table.
I wish we had
with
our
an
board
idea.
here.
Yeah, we'd show you up this.
You have a
dry
board?
Oh yeah, dry erase board that we use on a regular basis.
Can we get that for how we write shows?
It works.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, like our last song we wrote, Luke pretty much had some lyrics that he brought to us, and they were funky lyrics.
Just lyrics.
So, we had to come up with more of a funky type beat. And, Mike kind of had his, like, blues, guitar background come into it. A lot of other songs would start with, like, either a riff that I wrote or maybe a riff that Mike wrote, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of just, whatever we're feeling the mood for. And if it sounds good, we'll just stick with it, write new parts to go along with it. And sooner or later you have a song.
Yeah, I draw inspiration from everywhere. Like going here and there and seeing different things and drawing inspiration for lyrics and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just whatever life experience throws at me next.
Yeah, I think we don't, usually let our own personal, interests, take over. We try to figure out something that works with what the others are doing, so make it musical. So we're making music together instead of all fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really interesting, and that's one thing that I've started noticing with some bands is that they do have, like blues or other like backgrounds, and with Metallica, and then a little bit heavier stuff. Like you said, you've been lightening up over the years, but then you said you're kind of going towards more of the rage, and I find that a little bit more interesting. So for maybe the other song that you've done, have you just tried to like play like a tune, just like something a little bit more classical or like blues related, and see if these guys pick up on something or give them inspiration?
Actually, it was kind of odd. This last song that we were playing, actually, Alex, for the solo part of it, decided to go with a more blues-based progression. So,
okay.
So the last song that we made is definitely more in that genre than any of the rest that we've been working on, or any of the covers we do, really.
Cool.
So
we just literally wrote it, and so we don't have it recorded yet, but we'll be playing it at Battle of the Bands next weekend. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Ooh, that gets me excited. I'm looking forward to it now.
The song's called Femme Fatale.
Ooh.
Okay. How long have you guys been a band?
I would say just through the winter. This last winter.
I would say November.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of November, yeah.
Yeah.
About midway.
So relatively new.
This next weekend will be our second show.
Oh wow.
So yeah, still relatively new.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a little bit of you guys. I'm not gonna screw up the name again. So.
Dyslalia.
All right.
So it's kind of like Bealia, but Dysalia.
Bealia, Dysalia. All right, I got it.
See, there you go.
So,
Word association. Come on.
We're gonna play a little bit of Dysalia. And first track we're going to start off with is one of your guys' covers.
That's correct. Our 311 cover, Beautiful Disaster.
Okay. So you got that picture?
This is our version.
Okay. All right. So here's a little preview of Dyslalia here on the Lock and Load Show.
Today seemed like a good day. Burn a bridge or two. One with old wood creaking. Burn away right on cue. I try not to be like that. Some people really suck. People need to get that X in. Tuck it up to bad luck. I know a drugstore cowgirl, so afraid of getting bored. She's always running for something, so many things ignored. I might do that stuff if it didn't make me feel like I'm on some old reality trip, so many trips in it. Beautiful disaster, flying down the streets again. I tried to keep up, you wore me out and left me ate up. Now I wish you all the luck. You're a butterfly in the wind without a gap. A pretty train crashed to me and I can't get. I don't, whatever. I know a drugstore cowgirl, so afraid of getting bored. She's always running for something, so many things ignored. I try not to be like this, but I thought it would make a good song. There's endlessly the show's over, so people just move along. Beautiful disaster, flying down the streets again. I tried to keep up, you wore me out and left me ate up. Now I wish you all the luck. You're a butterfly in the wind without a gap. A pretty train crashed to me and I can't get. I don't, whatever. Yeah.
All right, that was a little bit of Dyslalia here.
Oh, you did it!
Yay, I did it! Yay!
Did you do the little hands?
Yay! Okay. So that was one of your covers, a 311 cover. So
That's correct. Yes.
all right, and then we're gonna go into a couple of your originals. The first one, I think I'm just gonna start with number one.
That would be Cold and Dry.
A little bit about the song, I guess.
That was the first song we wrote in our band.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. It was based off a riff that Mike came up with.
Okay.
And actually, before we even were Dyslalia, when I first started jamming with Luke, him and Mike had kind of already worked on this riff and this basically the intro to the song.
All right.
And so then when we all got together, just build upon it from there.
Yeah, I think it all started out just at my house when we were just kind of jamming together to see if we were interested in maybe doing something as a project. So
Yep.
I think this,
Mike had the intro, your bass line followed up with the verse, and then the rest is history with this song.
yeah.
It was just kind of a snowball thing that after every riff we would think of a new idea for the next riff, and the vocals are relatively simple, but you know, I like them, enjoy them. I enjoy singing it, and
It's catchy.
yeah.
It's fun to play.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this track. So, all right. This is Dyslalia here on the Lock and Load Show.
And someone you love becomes a memory.
All right. I really dig you guys.
That was so cool.
Thank you. I do. It's kind of sit back and chill, but then, when the drum starts going, the guitar kind of, brings up the heart rate a little bit, almost like when I sit at home and watch Cops.
Exactly.
So it
Sure, it's Cops.
What are you doing? Just watching Cops.
I used to be a cop, so there we go.
This is true.
Seriously?
So Darin,
Seriously.
is it safe to say you sweat on the spot?
Yeah. Something like that. So, I don't know. Jordan.
I know. I just throw out random stuff.
Yeah.
Every song we do is a little different.
Yes, Luke.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
different, Yep.
So.
Just a little bit.
All right. And we'll do the last one. What's this one?
Child blind.
Child blind, huh?
Child blind.
Yes, it is.
Wow, that's a little different. If you don't mind me asking, where did you get inspiration for the title, or how did you come up with the
it's
title?
actually in the song.
Oh, all right then.
She hides like a child blind.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Well, this is Child Blind here on the Lock and Load Show.
Rush away, my house stay in this drink made to waste away, 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 away. She hides like a child blind. She's always been a woman to me. Yeah, it's not where you go in life, it's who you know. And I know you, and I know you now. It's not where you go in life, it's who you know. Brush away, my heart will stay. Waste away in this drink I made. Waste away, away, away. Everything you love is held hostage. This empty cup is all that remains. Yeah. I silence any attempt to satisfy with ink from my heart's lullaby. I silence you, yeah, I silence you now with ink from my heart's lullaby. Bye, bye, bye. Brush away, my heart will stay.
All right. So, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and
Oh,
then
you're welcome.
special thanks to Mike up at the Cat House in Sioux Falls for helping us to bring
Meow.
this through you.
What the hell?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad somebody got it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I was wondering if I heard that right.
So
God,
you guys
Darin.
are playing next week down at the Chesterfield,
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
We are the opening band for Battle of the Bands
We're
this
the
year.
Battle of the
so
Bands.
show up early, man, because it's going to be fun all night, I'm sure.
All right. Also, for those of you that can't make it down there, we will be streaming the event live.
Well, there
So
you
down
go.
there at Chesterfield, so
Very nice.
for people to tune in, head over to our website, the same website you're listening on right now.
I like it.
So, do you guys have any more shows coming up?
We got dates, but they're pretty far off into the summer. A
Yeah.
couple dates at the Icky Nickel, July, and stuff like that. So
okay.
we'll post them on our Facebook page, and when we get a little bit closer, I don't think we have anything posted yet. So
Okay. And then where can they find you guys?
Facebook.com/Dyslalia band.
Okay. And then
What-
you guys are also on SoundCloud?
For those of you that can spell it.
Yeah, let's have
Yeah.
Darin say it.
Dyslalia.
No, the full
Dyslalia.
Dyslalia.
Facebook.com.
Dyslalia band.
we make it
Go.
into a game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are on SoundCloud too.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.com/Dyslalia.
All right.
I'm sure we'll have some links up
Yeah.
too,
Yep.
Darin.
Yep. I will post the links later on this evening, and where you guys can check them out. So thank you guys again for coming on.
Before we
thank
go,
you.
I
Thank
want
you
to
for
make a
having us.
special request. And I'm gonna humiliate Luke here, but so a little
back
bit
in the day.
Yeah.
This is from back in the day, right?
Yeah, so I know Luke, from back in the day, like you said, used to hang out, and he would, and that's how I knew he was in the music stuff then. He was singing corn songs, basically, but there was always the one part in one of the songs, and I forget the name of the song now. I listen to it all the time. Yeah, but so in the middle of this song, it breaks down and goes boom. I can't even do it, but I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna let him. That's how I'm gonna let him do it. So
I might be turning red right now. It's been a long time since somebody told me to do this.
Don't just be like,
Oh man, so I wanna hear it again, Luke. Can we hear it?
are you
Can we-
sure it
can we-
was Freak on a Leash or Twisted Transistor?
Oh no,
It's Freak on a
Okay.
Leash.
It was Freak.
He's talking about the little breakdown vocal part of it.
Yeah, in the middle of the song, the guy just breaks down his own thing, and it's all with his mouth too, right? It's like a beatbox almost.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. I love it. Yeah.
So Darin,
I think he's searching for it right now.
oh,
Here it is.
this.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I thought
Wait,
that was the
wait.
coolest shit when I.
We would be partying together, underage kids drinking in my basement. Oh yeah, playing corn. We were up to no good.
Up to no good. Those are good
That's right.
times. Those are good times.
Those sound like lyrics.
Right?
Write 'em
I
down.
think you're probably gonna put something special together, and we're gonna hear it developments. This is for my buddy Brandon, right in the middle of the song or the beginning of the song, just doing that.
in
first
between
part.
songs.
Yeah.
Or even just throw in a little cover of Freak on a Leash.
Oh well, you know what? Maybe
Definitely.
someday.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna head to our last break. You're listening to Lock and Load Show on lockandloadshow.com. Hey, everybody, we're back. We're about to close the show, but we decided to keep the band with us, and
That's right.
we're gonna do a couple misconnections.
Darin, has there ever been a time where you just saw somebody and you felt something special?
Yeah, until my binoculars are taken out of my truck.
And then when that happened, you just didn't have the guts to go over there and say, hi,
That's why I watched her from afar.
I like you.
I like you too.
Let's go have a coffee and get to know each other.
Okay, after the show.
Well, I mean, since you don't have the courage or those binoculars anymore, there is one special place.
Yep.
Craigslist Missed Connections.
Yep. This week's misconnections are coming from our local area, the Dirty Sioux. The
And-
712.
And after this, I have one that actually involves a friend of mine, but we'll go through these ones.
Okay. We'll just do the first three. So. All right. Ready?
Oh yeah.
White pants, male for woman, at the corner pocket.
Ooh, corner pocket.
You were the beautiful girl in the white pants, hanging out with your friends. You tapped me and waved at me as we passed, but I did not notice at the time. I had on a gray shirt and a Yankees hat. Hope you see this. Signed, I want to be Derek Jeter.
Is this guy a biracial angel or what?
I don't know. I just saw Yankees and I immediately thought Derek Jeter.
Oh, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a Yankees
I think I know that guy.
Derek Jeter or this guy actually?
This guy.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. I mean,
Is it the gray shirt or the Yankees hat?
That,
What does
that
it
gives
for
it
you, Luke?
away.
and
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
just the way he was talking about hanging out with her friends.
Well,
Tapped me and waved me as you passed.
There are girls that look at this and like, oh yeah, that was definitely me.
oh no, there's actually ones from women or girls on here for guys, like a lot of them.
Huh.
And I mean, since we do it, we kind of know what to expect. But what do you guys? What's your take on these misconnections?
It's hilarious.
I would like to know if it ever works out for love.
Exactly. we're hoping that a connection does.
Get established.
Yeah.
And if you
there's-
do get a connection, please let us know.
We may actually try to see if we can send them a private message, and possibly do an interview.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Win a date with not Jordan.
Yankees
So-
hat, corner
Yeah.
pocket.
Win a date with a biracial angel.
All right. Ready? Moving on.
Yep.
Sam's Club. Male for woman. You were checking me out at the Sam's Club, and you said I looked like a wizard. I wanted to get your name. Let's talk. Signed, Gandalf.
Yes, Gandalf the Grey.
What I think's so great about that too is that when she said he looks like a wizard, that he thought that she was into him.
He took it as a compliment.
That's not normally a compliment someone throws out. You know?
She probably said that in like rhetorical, like, "Are you LARPing? Like, what are you doing here?"
That's freaking awesome.
And he's like, "You shall not pass."
All right.
Oh,
Well, she
Jesus.
said checking me out. Was he the checker?
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Dude, that'd be hilarious, isn't that blue vest?
They hire wizards.
Ooh.
All right. This one's a little more detailed. Like as
It's like
the title.
maybe half a paragraph.
Floyd Walmart Sunday, 2 p.m. Woman for male.
See?
You were in line in the back of me, buying a small rug and kitchen towels. The cashier was repricing all of my hats and gloves to $1. I apologize for holding up the line. You said you enjoyed the company. Let's talk. Signed. I can't think of anything. I lost. Signed, that blue light
Special.
Mhm.
There you go. I just love that there's so many dirty puns here.
Signed, the rollback shopper.
So he was repricing. So this guy was behind her, checking her out, and looking at her small rug.
As he's buying bulk hats and gloves for $1.
I think you're in love
That's pretty
with.
sweet.
You're in love with a serial killer, ma'am.
Keeper.
Or a hoarder.
Why are you buying all the same hats in different colors in working gloves? I like your kitchen towels. Don't worry about it.
I wonder
You
how he
got
said
a pretty mouth.
you enjoyed the company. I enjoyed the company.
No, what it probably is he leaned in and he whispered, "I enjoyed this," and just smelled.
Alright. I'll just go ahead and do the last one from Lawas.
Oh my God, there's one from Lawas.
There is one from Lawas. And what was funny was I was actually there on Wednesday.
Well, actually, remember, there's one more that I have to bring up from. But continue.
Yep. Okay. Ready? Lawanitas. Wednesday evening, March 25th, about 7.
Descriptive.
Very recent.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't interesting.
3 days ago.
Can I get a little music?
It's on you, bro.
Oh, I forgot to hit play. All right. I know this is a long shot, and you probably weren't interested, but just being nice, but thought I would try. You were leaving with little girls. I was sitting by the door. Your daughters were being very cute, and you smiled at me. I didn't say anything. You left in a Suburban. You were very pretty. I am a mature gentleman, quite a few years older than you. But if you would like to chat, hit me up and tell me what you are wearing so I know it's you. Signed, the guy that wants your taco.
Wow.
That's creepy on so many levels.
Hold on, I gotta walker myself over.
How you doing?
Looking like Johnny Knoxville. Those freaking shorts, they're bad, Grandpa.
Yeah, no shit. What creeped me out the most was he's describing her daughters more than he's describing her. Like, did anybody
It's a
else
little
pick
weird.
up on that, or is
Yeah.
that just me?
A little weird.
I'm
He's
just
not an
like,
English major. You can tell that too.
Oh God,
Probably
you-
weren't interesting.
If you're a
Who is that goes on Craigslist?
yeah, if you're a grammar Nazi, never
offense,
go on
but
this
not-
website.
not an
You will-
academic, yeah.
Your head will explode.
All right, you got one?
Yes.
You left in
So
a Suburban.
All right.
So I have, just doing a little bit of scrolling through social media, and one of my friends, who I will not name names, she posted on here from Craigslist Missed Connections and says, "I'm pretty sure this is about me because this is where I work," and it literally fits her description down to the T.
All right, let's get some music.
And once again, it starts off with, "This is probably a long shot, but you're a waitress at Red Lobster, and I think you're gorgeous. I came in with a few buddies from work a few weeks ago. You weren't our waitress, but I wish you would have been. We made eye contact a few times, and I felt like there was something there. I could stare into those big, dark doe eyes all day. You had dark brown hair, some sort of tattoo up your forearm, and you seemed very sweet with a great smile and laugh, and had a great butt.
Ooh.
I wish I
And he
would have
cannot
had
lie.
I would have asked for your number or at least gotten your name, but I didn't ask you about where to go round here since I'm from the south here for work. If you see this, let me know what you told me.
Hey, girl.
I'd love to talk to you again.
Mm.
Signed, the guy that ordered the crabs."
Yeah, you liked that one, didn't you?
I think Darin's broken.
He was so not expecting that. Just like crabs.
No, the guy who ordered the crabs.
All you wanted was some fish.
Yeah, all he wanted was that fish.
Fish tacos.
All right. Well, that's been this week's Missed Connections. If you'd like to hear a replay, tune in to that local radio station, Mouse and Jeeves, and listen to them Monday morning.
And try not
Don't
to get
really.
crabs.
Yeah, and try not to get crabs.
If you like a recap of our section. So. All right. Well, it's that time, guys.
Is it? No.
Yeah. All right. We'll leave off with a little Dyslalia. All right. Remember, check out our sponsor, Chesterfield, chesterfieldlive.com. Head on down there tonight. Emily Johnson Band with the Noah Towns Band playing. Also, local artists, get your stuff featured on the show. Then also head on over for all of our artists that we've featured. lockandloadshow.com/music. Blanktv.com. Also check them out. Largest music video website, bigger than YouTube.
Oh my God.
Next week we won't have a show, but we will be hosting the the 10th annual Battle of the Bands, April 4th down at the Chesterfield. Starts at 7. And then the following week, we're having a show, but the winners of the Battle of the Bands will be right here in studio with us.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Also, head on down to the Chesterfield on the 24th for the Hidden City Talent. Great acts such as Booty Cheese Band, Dustin Conway, John Roxborough, Rev, Team Low Slide, and the Gateway Drug. And so much more. Check out Jake's stuff, our buddy over at southlemon.com, facebook.com/southlemon, or also check out his photography at jakerands.com.
Also, like us and share us. What's our website? Facebook.com/lockandloadshow.
Tweet at us at Lock and Load Show.
Or just go to our website at www.lockandloadshow.com.
All right. So remember, if you go out tonight, have a plan. Don't get drunk. Don't get stupid. If you're featured on Locked Up, we will make fun of you.
Yes, definitely have a plan, because like Darin said, we will show you if you get locked up and you're in the local 712.
So once again, thank you to our musical guests tonight for coming on.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you
having
guys.
us.
Yep.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
make sure to check out their stuff. We'll be posting the links later. So I guess that's a good night. So,
yep.
All right. Thank you guys. And
Thanks.
tune in next week to the Battle of the Bands. If you can't make it down there, if you can, I would highly suggest get your ass down there. It'll be one hell of a show. The best of the town. So, all right. Have a good night.
Night.